Hello, everyone. Welcome back to St. Louis Teens. We are here today with Vincent Walker, who is the founder of Vincent Sterling, a unique clothing fashion brand. Vincent, you hold a degree in criminology and you have a passion for helping others. At Vincent Sterling, one who purchases clothing has the option to donate to partnering nonprofit organizations. We thank you so much for your innovative efforts to serve the needs of our community.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Just doing all that I can.
Vincent, can you
Yeah.
tell us a little bit more about yourself and what inspired you to start Vincent Sterling?
Yeah, most definitely. First, I just want to say thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. But yeah, what kind of started and kickstarted the journey? So I'm from Denver, originally Denver, Colorado. I moved to St. Louis when I was in middle school. So I finished middle school, high school, and college all out in Missouri. So Parkway South, that's the school I went to. I know you're a West student, which is awesome. Went from Parkway to Missouri State. So that's kind of what sparked my interest in criminology. And from there, I graduated and moved back out home. So I moved back here to Colorado and really just kind of dove into the criminal justice field. So I had several different jobs. I worked as a security officer, I worked as a probation officer, private investigator, and most recently, my two jobs have been court judicial assistant here at the courts and accounting. So I work in accounting now. And really, what sparked the interest in Vincent Sterling was wanting to make a positive impact and make a difference in our community on a more positive and direct level. So I did that, and really what started it was a book that I read. It was Blake McCoskey's Start Something That Matters. He's the founder of Tom's. And it really just got me going, got me thinking, what can I do to give back and help others? So that's kind of what sparked it.
And your vision is to make every customer have a choice and have a say in where their donation will go.
Yeah.
How are your customers and organizations impacted by this incredible vision?
Thank you. So yeah, they're impacted by having that personal connection. So a lot of people, they like having choices. For example, if you go to a store, you're buying a new phone, you want to see all the options available to you. You don't really want to go in and only have one option to choose from. So I wanted to have that aspect in my business and have more of a personal touch and personal connection to those organizations. And the organizations themselves feel like they have more of a customer base where the people that are loyal to them, they can have people that donate to them via Vincent Sterling and things like that.
And Vincent, can you share with us some of the success stories of Vincent Sterling?
Yeah, definitely. So we actually launched our online sales during the pandemic. So we launched online sales last April. So that was a very tough process. It kind of been in the research and development stage for quite a while, and I said, now's the time. It's now or never kind of thing. So, amidst everything going on, we decided to go forward and go for it. And it's been great ever since, seeing some challenges, but in the meantime, it's of course been rewarding. And the number one thing is giving back to the people and giving back to the homeless and those that actually need those resources, like new clothing in our community. Out here in Colorado, it snows a lot, and even in the summer, some areas can get very chilly at night. So just being able to have my customers and be a part of the donation process to, keep someone warm at night and keep someone safe and comfortable is very rewarding.
And you talked about one of the challenges you faced very early on, especially when you're launching. I would like to ask, what are some of the hurdles you face as a young entrepreneur in clothing and fashion, and what are your secrets to success?
Yeah, good question. So some of the hurdles, I would say, main one being the common analysis paralysis. Just overanalyzing everything and never really getting going. So I'm guilty of it myself. It was very tough to get started. Just wanting to make everything perfect. Everything has to be in line. But the real key thing is just get started, and you'll come across those hurdles and jump over them as you come to them. And really, as far as Vincent Sterling goes, same thing. So I'm sorry, what was the second part of the question?
And what would you say are some of your keys to success?
Yeah, so some of the keys is being relentless in those situations. So those hurdles are going to show up, things are going to happen, but really it's just taking them, situation by situation, looking at them, analyzing what's going on, and just making the move from there. And even then, sometimes those moves won't be perfect, but it's really just about, getting that process started and being comfortable with things coming up like that, just because it's going to happen. So you just got to get ready for it and prepare the best you can.
And I think you mentioned it, especially last year, April. One of the big challenges is, of course, COVID-19. And with the onset of the pandemic now, how have things changed for the organization and how are you navigating a lot of these different challenges?
Yeah, so great question. A lot of things, as you know, have been shut down as far as in person goes. So that's been the main challenge, is because I like to get out and have that personal connection, via face to face and things like that. So we've had to transition to more of a digital role, to more digital marketing, which is something that I'm not too or wasn't too comfortable with beforehand. Anyone that knows me personally, I'm not too big on social media posts for myself and things like that. So that's been challenging as far as getting more of a social presence online out there. But we're transitioning and kind of rolling with the punches. So just gotta take the challenges and overcome them.
No, and it's definitely incredible, to have that relentless attitude, especially, when you're working to help others and working to help those in need. And it is incredible that you're able to do so.
I appreciate it.
And Vincent, what would you say is your message for teens who are aspiring to become entrepreneurs and social innovators like yourself?
So my message to you guys is to you know, follow your passions and follow what you're actually wanting to do. There's a lot of white noise out there, telling you what you should do and things like that. But it really goes down to what you truly want to do, from your heart and from yourself, and be relentless with that. Have a strong backbone behind it and really go after it. Second thing I would say to tie into that is to control what you can, control the controllables. It's a very common phrase that I'm sure you've heard, but it really just comes back to controlling your mindset, controlling your actions, and controlling your reactions. So with those three things, keep in mind, just go all in and just go for what you want to do, and make it happen. I want to congratulate you with everything you're doing with nano lending and your businesses and things like that. It's absolutely incredible, what you're doing for other people, and I really appreciate it. I'm sure a lot of others do as well.
Vincent, thank you so much for your phenomenal innovation and service to our communities. And thank you so much for your time today and answering all of our questions.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, thanks for having me on. I'm very privileged and excited for the opportunity.